Yes, folks, we're back in the house right here. Thank you so much, Blizzard.
Oh yeah,
always a vibe with your like mixes. Let me just tell you that.
Thank you.
Yes. It's always great to be able to be here on a Sunday. Have my cafecito, my espresso ready, and have the Blizzard mix ready. I mean, come on now.
That's how you wake up.
That's just a beautiful Sunday, way to start the Sunday, and just having a great time here on KROJ 101.5 FM here in the San Fernando Valley. And we are now just really excited to have our guest of the morning here, our very first guest of the morning. We're talking about Priscilla Coronado, artist, creative director, and community organizer. First of all, Priscilla, how are you this morning?
I'm feeling amazing. So happy to be here with all of you guys.
Yes.
Happy to have you on.
Yeah, and tell us, how is your mind, body, and spirit right here, right now? Just how you feeling with all those three things right there, you know?
Yes.
I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling relaxed, excited. Just ready for this day and for this week, you know?
Yes.
Love that.
And you're here, so I'm assuming you survived the rain, but tell us a little bit about that. How was that? You know, I mean, not just rain, but like seeing all that snow, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. My mom, she lives in Rialto, and she was FaceTiming yesterday and showing me all the snow, and I was like, what is going on?
For reals.
Just because I live in the Hollywood area, and it was completely different.
Yeah.
We were just...
Did the Hollywood Hills, did the Hollywood sign get any snow like up there or not?
I
right?
didn't see any.
No.
No.
There was like I was getting like random like rumors on that. I was like, calm down, people. It's not that low elevation. I mean, but if it were, that'd be pretty nutty.
Yeah,
you know?
that would be crazy.
Right?
It would have been cool to go to the mountains right
Yeah.
now with
Oh, yeah.
fresh snow, but you probably would get stuck up there.
Oh yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Definitely bring your chains.
Yeah, you gotta hike.
Bring them chains along. But yeah, we're just definitely very happy to have you here in the studio. It was great to meet you actually over at Key Renee's book signing at the Kevin Hart studio of Get Familiar with Failure, and that that's how we met. And by the way, your interview's coming up shortly as well for that. But one of the things I just remember from that particular conversation, it was just related to you yourself are an artist. You yourself do some community organizing, and you're a creative director. So let's just talk a little bit about that. Like how did you come to be like with all three of these like different kind of pieces of who you are that make Priscilla, like especially like the artistry part?
Right. Well, I started with photography. That was kind of my first love. And it was, just trying to get people to photograph, right? Like, how do you even start that? Like, how do you even start that journey?
Yeah.
So I just started, you start with your close friends, then word of mouth, and just building community that way. But then I had to figure out, like, okay, how do I get more opportunities? How do I have other, people with platforms look at my work?
Right.
So instead of waiting for an opportunity, I started to create my own opportunities.
See, there you go.
Yes.
And that's exactly why we brought you in, because that's beautiful to what kind of like, was it just like out of like frustration? Was it out of just like, the anxiousness of like, yo, I got to get this started? What was it that kind of like got you to like do that step and say, you know what, I got to create my own opportunities,
I mean, I think that's funny that you say anxiousness, because that's probably a little bit of what it was, right? You're like so like excited to just get to where you envision yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, it was mostly just trying to figure out, how to put myself out there. And then at the same time, because as I was tapping in with other creatives, I realized we're all kind of on the same boat,
Yeah, for sure.
So it's like, how do we all, like level up, know? And so that's kind of how I started doing events and throwing like art pop-ups and doing artist showcases, like performances,
Nice.
My first event was with Artsy Magazine.
Okay.
So I'm really grateful for that experience, because I was able to, work alongside other creatives that have already been doing it, and they like really just gave me gems to like grow on, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think that just kind of highlights the importance of community and like helping each other out and not being intimidated or feeling like there's competition within each other, because we all have our own lanes. Like,
Yes.
as much
Exactly.
as, say I want to be a DJ, as much as I want to be you, I can't. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
at the end of the day, yeah.
I don't have the same, like, ear as you.
Exactly.
So,
But you could still be a DJ, but it's going to be different.
It
But
is.
you know what I
Be
mean?
your own
Like, so,
DJ,
yeah.
like,
Different.
kind of like what you're saying. Like, it's like supporting each other in that
Yeah.
sense, you know? So important, you know?
Yes, and so I always like to highlight that because that's what's made a big difference in my life. You know, just kind of leaning in on community.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like I have to do it all by myself.
Yeah.
Like,
Feels
no.
that. I feels
Absolutely.
that.
No way.
But and also though, it's like so it's kind of like a little bit of both, which is kind of like a double-edged sword almost, because like you don't want to wait on anybody. But obviously, you gotta like be able to like come together with others, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like this mindset of like, cool, I got my own thing I want to do, but also I want to be able to work with others, you know. And kind of like in that sense, like, you know, help others out as you know you're kind of trying to grow your own stuff. And like, how is that for you as far as like just you know, doing events and stuff like that too? Like, tell us about some of the events that you help to organize and stuff like that too, you know.
Yeah. Well, we do all sort of events, you know. I like to some like bigger events like artist showcases. We like to donate proceeds to nonprofits around us. One that we worked with was Youth Emerging Stronger, which help with like homeless youth and, you know, providing mental health services, providing like access to like the arts, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to also give outreach like that. But we also do like creative mixers where we just, you know, get a studio that has either like photography equipment or different sets, so we can just create content, you know. Social media and your digital presence is a big
cool,
deal. And, you know, sometimes people can't afford to, you know, do the whole setup and have the cameraman and all that stuff. But if we have the community come together, we have all the videographers that are trying to grow their portfolio, all the photographers trying to grow their portfolio, and then we have all these artists, small businesses come together, then we can all just create for each other and like build for each other, you know? So things like that, like we love to explore ideas like that.
Yeah,
Love that.
that's dope though, right? Because it's like, again, you help to grow each other that way, and it's like you don't have to do it with like such a crazy budget. You could do it like literally like you know, with a smaller, I'm not gonna say low budget, but like a smaller budget, and you could still like have quality content and material out like when you kind of join forces with others, you know.
No, it's awesome because you need that for sure, you know. There's a lot of people that just don't know how to even find these people that are gonna help them, you know. So the fact that you guys are doing that, you know, that's really cool. People need that.
Yes, definitely having those connects. And it looks high budget.
Right,
Like,
exactly.
what we produce
That's
is
what I'm
like
saying.
good quality.
Yeah,
Like it's
top
just,
quality.
Yes,
Yes.
because there's so much talent out here, you know, and we just need to exercise it. And
No, absolutely. I feel like you know, you touch upon a lot of things here that I just love that mindset of yours. One related to like, there's, you know, not seeing things as a competition, you know, with others. It's like, you know, it's like end of the day, we just should be competing with ourselves, and that's it.
At
you know,
the end of the day,
right? But
basically,
also, right,
as it should be.
Yeah, but obviously, you know, haters gonna hate, right?
Yeah.
But you know, I really want to talk about also just you know, so in 2021 you decided to establish GOLDEN.i Productions, you know. Tell us a little bit about that. And I'm also just curious about the name too, you know, GOLDEN.i. Tell us about that. I love it.
How did that come up?
I love it because sometimes when people ask me, hey, how you feeling? And sometimes when I'm feeling really good, I say golden.
Really?
So anyway,
that.
I just was curious about that too. Yeah.
Well, because I started as a photographer, so initially it was just like I have an eye, like a golden eye.
Oh, there you go.
You know, I'll get you those shots.
Yeah.
There it is.
But then it just kind of expanded because it was like, okay, I feel like it will be a good name for my production company because we all are lights. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we all reflect, like we're golden, like stay golden, you know?
Yeah.
There's even that book, like
The Outsiders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stay golden, pony boy.
but it's real. Like let's stay good out here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, seeing that already is also like part of that mindset Priscilla has right here. You know, it's about like creating but also building, you know, with others, you know.
So that's what we do. Like my production company, it's a brand development company, you know. So if you're an artist, if you're a small business, just trying to, develop yourself, especially digitally, like in
Yeah.
the digital world.
Yeah.
We're here to back you up. We have media services, so I can connect you with videographers, photographers. If you need spaces for events, I have access to that. I do event coordination, so
Nice.
that's another way to market yourself too. So
Right.
just inviting your community to see your art, live
See what you do,
is
yeah.
a whole other experience than online. You know
Right.
what I mean? People can just
Yeah.
scroll somewhere else. But if they're present and they feel your energy, they feel your, they see what you're doing, they connect to it differently.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So those opportunities are important.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
and it's kind of like bringing both together, like what lives on social media into the physical world, or
Yeah.
vice versa, right? Like that
Exactly.
physical space into social media to be able to capture it,
Yes.
And that's so just crucial, right? To like building your brand, like you said, or your mission, and like accomplishing that mission, whatever that mission might be for folks, And tell me, like from doing these different events and stuff like that, what are some things that you yourself have learned through GOLDEN.i Productions? Like, what are some things that you have like just taken away that you didn't probably necessarily expect it when creating this back in 2021?
One is patience. You need a
Yep.
lot of patience, in not only like pursuing your own endeavors, but just like with banks, with people just not reacting the way you want to,
Yeah,
all of it in
that.
any situation. You know what I mean? But I think it also helped me just stand firm in my vision, right? Because things don't always go smooth sometimes.
Really? They don't?
They're
They're not just perfect, like smooth sailing, like everything you had on your list for that event, like just like bam, bam, bam.
No, as much as
Really?
you want it to.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Hey, you're telling us right here with the live show when things
For
go bad,
real.
but guess what?
You
The show
annoy-
must go on, right?
Exactly.
goes on
every
So
time.
you just
Yeah.
have to make it happen.
Roll
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the punches, adapt.
Perseverance is key,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes.
And it's a trip because like I feel this energy with you that's like very kind of like chill, relaxed. So it's like I could only imagine you though. Like, do you ever like kind of wear your feelings on your sleeve, like when you are in the middle of an event? You know what I mean? Like, how do you carry yourself? Like when things do go bad, right? Or when there's hiccups, right? And like challenges that happen, and you got to kind of like problem solve right away, like on the spot. Sometimes, like just how do you approach things like that?
First, you have to try to still stay calm.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want your mind to be all like racing everywhere, not make the wrong move because your emotions are high. But always stay calm and stay like stern. Like make sure whoever your team is like gets you like, yo, this is serious, like we have to do this in order for everything to fall back into place, know. But thankfully I always have a good team and we're all on the same page, but I think just staying calm and centered and focused is what gets me through those moments. Yeah, no, I feel
Very
that
important.
You probably like experienced that yourself, Berserk,
Oh,
when you're
man.
doing some live DJing.
Dude, yeah, honestly, like everything you're saying, yeah, absolutely. Staying calm is key. Cause yeah, man, I get honestly every event,
Right?
There's always something, and there's always like I could spend time being stressed out and probably make the whole situation worse.
Exactly.
Or you can stay calm, just
Or solve
figure it
the
out,
problem.
and then it's all good. Like
Right.
it's really not that big of a deal. So
Yes.
yeah, staying calm is key for sure.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
it just-
and they just
yeah.
come with it.
Yeah.
It just comes with whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, expect it.
Yeah, basically.
That's what I do. I
It's
expect
part of the
something to go
territory,
wrong, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
You could
yeah.
prepare only so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
but that's also good. Like just having that preparation, even though like there's gonna be like the curveballs that come your way. But
Yeah.
the more prepared you are, obviously,
better. Yeah.
then you're gonna be able to handle whatever comes that you didn't expect.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Also, it's just believing in yourself, like knowing,
Yeah.
like, okay, I can handle this.
Yeah,
that makes a
exactly.
big difference. If
Yeah.
you already feel like, oh no, this is gonna go bad, like,
Yeah.
it's gonna go that way. So.
Yeah.
Right, and then when it
Exactly.
happens, you're like,
Just
you're gonna fall
Just
apart.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. And one of the things that also I just wanted to touch base on is like for you, and just doing all of this, like, are these some of the things like, and let's just be real here, like we talked about this earlier before we hopped on air here, but how much of this is like a hustle, a grind? How much of this is like sometimes, you know, what keeps you going? Because I could only imagine sometimes it's like, you know, you stumble or you're like, gosh, can I continue doing this? You know, like, do you ever have moments like that?
Of course.
Yeah.
A lot.
And what keeps you going then? Like, you know?
One, my faith in God, you know, that's
Word.
number one.
Yep.
You know, and two, it's just I've been here, I've gone through so much already, and when it comes to my career, even more. Like, if you've gone this far, just keep on going.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
there's no back. There's only forward. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, and yeah, it's definitely a hustle. I had to like leave my corporate job. You know, I was telling you I was in the legal field before this.
Wow.
It's completely like 180.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to make sacrifices in order to get to where you want to get to, and that's just part of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's why a lot of people don't succeed, because they don't want to make those sacrifices, you know? So yeah, I mean, and I was telling you, like, I definitely, I do Uber on the side, you know, that's a hustle. Like, I sell things here and there, gig work, like all of that. So anything to keep my like dreams, you know, going, like keep building, you know. But then also with a lot of the work that I do, it's part of using your resources. So I do a lot of like pitch decks to get sponsorships, to get the other companies involved to help fund my plans, right? My projects, you know? So use your resources. Like, you know, there's grants out there, there's different programs out there that will help fund what you envision.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I know that's again, it's like being able to like put all these pieces together, you know? It's like that in and of itself is like a big accomplishment too, you know? Yeah. And where do you see yourself going? Like, as far as like you know, and I'm not talking about like, you know, when you do Uber driving, because you know exactly where you're gonna go, right? No, but just like for real, so like, yeah, like where do you see like both like, you know, Priscilla going, but then also of course like GOLDEN.i Productions, like where do you see these you know, two entities, if you will, like, but like, yeah, where do you see yourself going like the rest of this year and beyond, you know?
Yeah. Well, I would love to really establish, you know, GOLDEN.i and really have more projects, more clients, more artists that I could work with, you know. I also want to do like, I'm more of an editorial photographer. Okay. So I've done one magazine. I want to keep building on that and having more editorial shoots. But like long term, I want to see how I can, you know, as much as how I just explained, I do pitch decks and stuff for sponsorships for my events and stuff. How can we do that for the community? You know what I mean? How can we get like bigger businesses or artists or stuff to get involved in like community-led projects? So say all these encampments, like, you know, we could wait for the government, or we could just figure it out ourselves.
Exactly.
So that's kind of always been my message. So let's do that, but on another level, like not just my, you know, selfish quote unquote, you know, goals, right, but like for a bigger picture, like how do we impact in that way as a community? You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. You know,
that's the goal here.
But that's dope though, because, you know, again, like you're not just thinking about yourself. Obviously you're gonna grow in doing that, but it's beyond like you know?
Bigger,
because it is. I'm not here just because to, you know, to glorify myself.
Right. Like, I mean, we're here to highlight you, but exactly. And but that's our platform too. You know, we want to just do that with folks that we meet, that we encounter, that we engage with. Is things like this. Like, how do we continue to highlight folks like you? Because, you know, you still deserve your flowers. You still deserve the spotlight. You know, for what you're doing, and what you'll continue to do. But then also, how do we kind of help bridge some of those gaps, and to have more people get involved, right? Get more people to like actually want to do something themselves, or vice versa. How do we help those that might need that help, right? And reach out to us or to others, right? But in all of this, Priscilla, what are some things that you have really just feel like from you know, your experience, you have just learned as far as just for life in general, you know?
Just for life? I think one of the keys lately I've been really relying on is just to trust, trust that everything's gonna work out. You know what I mean? That helps a lot with my anxiety, with my stresses. You know, like everything is gonna work out. So I just need to rely on that. You know? Yeah. And then not being afraid to ask for help. You know, sometimes just you know, you have that pride, like, oh, I don't want to bother anyone. I don't want to, you know.
Right.
But we need each other, you know, for the lows and the highs. So
Yeah.
definitely two things that I've been kind of leaning on.
That's awesome. That's great. You know, that's pretty much words of wisdom right there, you know?
Yeah.
Like, drop the mic right there. No, but don't drop that one, okay? We need that one, okay? We need that one, all right? But, no, that's awesome. So we're going to switch it up here before, you know, we say goodbye here to Priscilla. But we want to go ahead and we're going to play this little game with you, okay? We're going to play a little this or that,
Yes.
all right? So we're going to play a little this or that. And for this particular game, we're just gonna ask you to, you know, just a few. You'll have either this or that. Like, so we'll give you two options, and then just tell us real quick which option would you pick. All right. So here we go. Okay. So here's the first one. Do you prefer plans or surprises?
Surprises.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because it makes life fun. Like, let's see what's, you know, what you're thinking.
All right.
like
I
that.
feel
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
What about you, Blizzard? Plans or surprises?
For me, it's plans. Nah, I don't know. Nah, because surprises
be
is cool
surprised?
too.
Yeah.
I'd rather be surprised, but I guess in the line of work, I have to do plans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I kind of like surprises,
Yeah.
but I kind of don't like surprises.
Same
you know what
here.
I mean? You
Yeah,
know?
that's
So-
a hard
the
one.
reaction thing.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it depends, you know
Yeah.
what it is. But it's like, I don't think you want to see my face when I'm surprised. In a
Yeah.
bad way.
Exactly.
All right. What about this next one? Books or movies?
Books.
All right. Why is that? Why is
Yeah.
books? Like a little bit. Yeah. Tell us.
Yo, books have gems, you know?
Yeah.
Like, books have helped me so much in my development, you know? And I keep relying on it to keep trying to be a better person. So,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. What about yourself, Blizzard?
Books, because they definitely have more than the movies do, and yeah, you're just gonna get more in depth, and I'm more into the behind the scenes and everything. You know, I
Right.
want to get the full story, and a book is for sure gonna do that for you. So
But books don't have CGI or
I
special
know they
effects,
don't.
bro.
Your brain
Come
does.
on now.
Your brain does.
Your brain has
Your brain does.
Oh, I just love those CGIs.
Yeah, no,
but yeah,
They are fun.
Right,
Yeah.
but I do notice, like, in a lot of movies or that are based off of books or novels, it's like the novels definitely have way more details. You know,
Yeah.
obviously the visuals sometimes are awesome in some of the movies,
Yeah.
but the books are like the vivid details that are kind of left out in
Yeah.
like a movie. You know,
Exactly.
I love that. I love that. All right, what about we're gonna go to this one here. Bargain or top shelf products? You know.
That's hard.
that
I enjoy both.
Yeah, hey, I feel that. But
Yeah.
pick one. If you had to pick one right here, right now, like right after
No,
this,
I would
bargain or
just
top
say
shelf?
Top shelf, because we deserve quality.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, I feel that. You know.
Yeah, no. Of course, we want to save money out here because it's hard out here. But I'm gonna have to go with top shelf because you know, everybody, like she said, everybody deserves the best. You know,
Right?
yeah. Treat yourself.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I don't wear no Louis V, but I do wear Louis Vuitton. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
I might not got Prada, but I got that nada. you
Yeah,
know?
there you go. It makes you feel good.
Right? No, but I feel that. Yeah, like we all deserve the best, you know. And so why not? Why not?
Yeah.
And what about last one here? Are you more of a early morning riser or night owl?
I would say early bird.
Early bird?
Yes.
Ooh.
I want to start off my day right.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, feel productive. And it's just like peaceful. Like the sunrise is beautiful. I don't know. It's just something
about
magical.
that morning, right?
Yeah.
And that quiet, like something about the quietness in the morning
Yes.
that's very different than the quietness at night.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever like noticed
Oh, for
that. You know?
sure, yeah.
What about yourself, Blizzard? More
Same.
morning or?
Yeah,
night?
morning for
Yeah?
me. Yeah. I mean, of course, I work in the night, but yeah, morning for me because I like being productive and getting the most out of my day.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, like you're saying, that quiet, that peacefulness. Everybody else is still chilling, but you're like out here getting it. You know?
Right?
Yeah. You feel good.
I feel that. I'm more of a night owl myself, but I love the mornings. I just have a harder time waking up in the morning.
Oh,
you know?
gotcha, yeah.
But
It is.
But when I do, it's like I love it, and also like getting things done like early in the morning is beautiful because then you have the rest of the day to like just kind of enjoy and do other things too. You know,
it's a lot more smoother. Even though winter mornings are cold. So.
Yeah,
that's hard to get up right
hard.
there.
Right? Especially like, thank you for being here today on a super winter snowy morning, right? Like
Sunday.
Seeing that snow cap out there in the mountains, like literally right outside of our studios here, you know?
I just want to be at the fireplace with a little cafecito, my slippers, you know?
Exactly, you know, telling stories, you know?
Exactly.
Gather around, kids. Let me tell you about my younger age.
Yeah.
You know? Back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
But no, that's beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to do station ID at top of the hour here. But Priscilla, we just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here, sharing a little bit of like, you know, your story here with us, you know?
I appreciate you guys, definitely. This is an amazing platform, and thank you so much for having me.
Well, we're going to continue to, you know, follow your endeavors. And of course, like, you know, you're a friend of our station, a friend of our shows here. Definitely reach out, you know, if there's anything that we could do just to continue to uplift and highlight your work. We're totally down for that. Again, we've had with us here Priscilla Coronado, the artist, creative director, and community organizer, which it's been a pleasure to have. We're gonna go ahead and do station ID, and we'll be right back in just a minute.
Yo, it's Fernando. Shouts out to Valley Views, man. They played me on the station. I was like, let me make you a jingle. So this is my jingle I made for them. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. This is what I had to do. This is Valley Views. Got me singing like,